Okay, so the 92s, this is a 92 Chevy, so it is OBD1. So you can see the diag port there is a little different than the OBD2. Different pins, different shape. I don't have an OBD1 scanner. I bought an OBD1 to OBD2 adapter cable, so I could use my OBD2 scanner, but I can't get the cable to work. I don't know. I may have the wrong generation of cable. I honestly don't know. So, the other trick is so you take just a piece of wire and you jumper the A and the B like that, and then you come up here and you turn the key on and the check engine light will flash the codes out. So you can see it'll flash. It gives a generic, you get 1, 1, 2, and that's to tell you that it's going into diag mode. 1, 1, 2, which is 12. 1, 1, 2. It usually does it 3 times, and then they'll give you the codes. 1, 1, 2. So see, I don't think it has any codes in it, because it would be flashing different now. Like it would flash twice quick and then 2 more times for like a 22 code. So it doesn't have any codes set in it right now. So we can turn that back off. Take that back out. Alright, so I've got my multimeter hooked up. Put it to the blue wire going into the ECM from the throttle position sensor, and then I just grabbed a ground off of the light for the glove box. Seems to be pretty good ground. So at idle, not pushing on the gas pedal, like I said, key on, so you have the voltage. I'm showing 0.61 volts. So then as you increase the throttle, pushing on the throttle pedal all the way to the floor, you get 4.2 volts. Let up. So I originally was setting this at about 0.55 volts because I said 0.5 to 0.6 volts or whatnot for idle. But then as I would drive it, the check engine light would come on, it would flash, and then it would eventually just stay on. And I started noticing it seemed to be when I would let off the throttle that it would do that. So I hooked this multimeter up, and with when I was driving, I realized that when I put on the brakes, it was pulling my voltage down. That's off the brake pedal, on the brake pedal. So I had it set at 0.5 volts. Well, when I would hit the brakes, it would drop it below that. And I read that it wouldn't set the code unless it was under 0.2 volts for more than 2 seconds. But with the meter here, and getting it down, it was dropping down to, like, when I had it at 0.5, it was dropping down to, sometimes when it gets hot, it would drop down to 0.35 volts, 0.4 volts. But in the with this meter and then into the ECM, it may not be the full voltage anymore through the old connections and whatnot. So I feel like once I adjusted the throttle position sensor back up a little bit higher voltage, now when I put on the brakes, I don't drop below that threshold anymore. So we're going to take it out for a drive and see if that's helped our shifting problem. So with it running, we're showing still about 0.65 volts. It's a little lower after the glow plugs had cycled, but so 0.65. But see, the check engine light just came on. See, as I accelerate, goes off. Idle voltage. On. It's not flashing. Multimeter. Okay, so the check engine light went back out. Showing 0.62 volts at idle. Showing the 0.6 volts on my meter, but the check engine light comes back on. Driving it down hard on. Alright. Let's get shift. Driving this thing around, and it's, I mean, the check engine light's on, and it's shifting normally. It's not breaking my neck. 1, 2 shift, 2, 3 shift, 40, 3, 4 shift. I just never get the lockup, which is okay. About 65, it's running about 2600 RPM, which is fine. 6 volts at idle on the throttle position sensor. They just running how it is. So I've been driving this around for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and it's got, you know, warmed up, and now I'll show you what it's doing. So as I accelerate, super hard shift. Transmission gets locked out of overdrive because of the throttle position sensor. I'm assuming I could probably now pull up the code 22, which is low voltage throttle position sensor, but I still have, you know, I'm still showing 0.6 volts, 0.57 volts at idle. what I'm working on at the old Rusted Rooster shop. Call it the old 6.5 rattle box.